Welcome, everybody. I am Mickey Concella. This is Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Stuff, shot right here in the Victor Bravo studios in beautiful Joppa, Maryland. And as always, my guests will be owner, co-founder, entrepreneur, former Marine, and all-around great guy, Mr. Alex Van Brooklyn. Alex, good morning.
There's no such thing as a former Marine.
You're right.
There's no such thing as a former Marine, Mickey. Once a Marine, always a Marine.
Let me say this again. An entrepreneur, the owner of Victor Bravo, a great guy, and a Marine until the day he dies. Alex Van Brooklyn. And next to me is our, I don't even know the right word. He is the fashion consultant for the entire office. He is a guy that works harder than anyone and loves to have fun more than anyone. He's incredibly great at what he does and incredibly knowledgeable. It's our very own Mr. Michael Soper. Michael.
Mickey.
Quite an ad-libber. Gentlemen, let's be honest. We called this podcast Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Stuff because around this office, and this is all, I believe, Alex's influence, you will find things like quotes from Martin Luther King Jr., Abraham Lincoln, the American flag, old pictures of Fort McHenry. Alex, you're a very proud American.
100%.
And you are even more proud, I would imagine, of being an entrepreneur and being able to live in a country where your own success is based on your own efforts. And since I've started working here at the end of 2021 until now, I've been very inspired. At my age, 53, it's hard to find that anymore in life. You get to a point where you're like, whatever, I've heard it all. And my first week in here, I was like that. I'm like, yeah, I know, you care about the customer, blah, 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 blah. And then when I realized it wasn't sales talk, it's really who you guys are, I was blown away. Like, I am inspired now. I'm reading quotes. Actually, I started writing quotes. That sounds dumb.
Nice.
But I'm writing my own inspirational quotes. And I'll tell you what it does. It forces you to find the positivity in your mind amongst all the negativity. Mm-hmm. Yep. And that I attribute to both of you. Yep. Honestly, it's a great work environment. I still don't know anything about this business, but I know enough.
That's not true. That's not true.
Well,
because if you think back even a couple of months of where your mindset was
sure.
a couple of months ago, what you knew about real estate in comparison to what you learn now, what you know now, knowledge has occurred. You are so much more better set up now than you were 4 months ago to talk about real estate.
And I do want to say, I am a good learner, but you guys are phenomenal teachers. And it shows across the stream here. I mean, across the river of employees we have. I mean, we have young ladies and men in this company
32
that really, Sean is our average median age. Sean, our producer, pointing out, is 32 years old in the company, and Sean was quick to point out that I'm really skewing that number. It would be a lot lower. But you took a young girl in her early 20s that never picked up a phone before to call anyone, and she's killing it.
Yep. One of the biggest reasons that she is killing it is not because she's good on the phone, not because she's a good salesperson, because she, in my opinion, just like you and everybody else we have, are maintaining the core values that we have in the company.
Absolutely. Please explain those, Alex.
Family, integrity, professionalism, trust, and understanding. And I tell everybody that comes on board, these are not just catchwords. It's not just something that you put up on the wall and forget about it. They are genuinely and truly something that I try to live by on a daily basis. And I'm not perfect, and I need everybody in the company to do the same thing. Yeah. My family comes first. That is something that we hold near and dear to us. Everybody's family comes first for them. That includes our clients. Yes. Our clients, their family comes first. It's not about what we can do. It's not about us closing the deal. It's about what does our seller need. Yes. And 90% of the time, it comes down to their family. And a matter of how we can help their family.
Well, I mean, I think we tend to, in business, entrepreneurs, go-getters, whatever you want to call these types of people, we are so focused on achievements and personal goals, and in your case, our case, helping other people. We forget that this isn't an entrepreneur experience. This isn't a business. This is a human experience. All humans have problems, and all humans can help with solutions. And it's funny, our motto here, if you have a problem, we have a solution. That's not a financial statement.
No.
I've seen these guys. I'm telling you now, these guys will go in their own pocket and lose money to help someone and do the right thing. It's inspiring to be a part of, and it it makes the journey and it makes every day enjoyable. Really, this is a show. I want to say this off the bat. This isn't a show about how to invest in real estate. It's not a show about how to make money off of your house. It's not that. It's a show about life. We all have lives. We all work together. Liberty. I don't think enough people really understand what liberty means. And that is this. In my eyes, liberty is the ability to do what you want to do with your life. You are free to do what you want. And that's such an important element of our day-to-day lives that I think we forget how lucky we are. Now the final part, the pursuit of stuff. You might think stuff means a car, a house. You know what it means to me, the pursuit of stuff? When I hear this, it means security. It means able to take care of your family. It means providing a place for your loved ones to feel safe and secure. It means letting those around you who are with you every day know that you have their best interest at heart, and hopefully they have yours. And I come to work every day, and I know that Alex and Mike not only has the company's best interest at heart, it has mine as a human being, as a personal. Every day, we'll ask each other at some point, hey, you guys good? Need anything? We look out for each other. And that's an environment I really enjoy working
He
in.
actually explained that really well.
Yeah.
How many times did you practice that?
You know, the other thing I
I'm
enjoy...
very surprised about that.
The other thing I enjoy about working here is my entire career I've played what they call sly like a fox. I pretend I'm dumb so I don't have to do a lot. And the truth is I'm smarter than anybody in this building. So I'll keep surprising you guys every day.
Keep it coming.
And I'm joking, I'm clearly not the smartest. Mike, you do a great job of, I hear you from the other part of our building here, pumping your staff up all the time, your sales staff. And these girls are out there killing it under your leadership and guidance. And I think that the success of this company all comes back to that. When you surely are comfortable, I want to do a good job for me, but really I want to do a good job for you guys because you care about me.
It's got to be both.
Of course.
So, and I hope you've seen this, and everybody else in the company's seen it. If you try to succeed by yourself, you're going to be capped in what you could do.
Of course.
And I had that realization several years ago. I can only bring this business so far by myself. Like that's that's any business. That's life, man.
Yeah.
You can only do so much by yourself until you have to have a group. You have to have a team. And yeah, that's what we're trying to build here is a good, solid team. And with the stuff too, the whole. I wanted to say something on that because I know there's going to be people out there, oh, this is another podcast where they're going to talk about getting stuff. They're going to break out their Lamborghinis and their Ferraris. That's not us. That's not what the
Anybody
stuff
wants
is.
to see my 20-year-old BMW, I'll drive it on the next episode for you.
No, but the stuff concept is going to be different for every person. That's why because we sat down and we talked about it. And at first I was like, no, absolutely not. I don't like that name because it's not about stuff. We're not. And then when Mickey really broke that concept out of why we're using stuff, I love it because it really genuinely is. It's going to be different for every person. That stuff concept can be different for everybody.
Absolutely.
It really can be.
Yeah.
And if that is a material thing, that's fine. That's okay.
Yes.
If somebody's desire, somebody's goal, for whatever reason, for something that happened to them in their life where maybe they didn't have a family car when they were younger.
Right.
And their goal is to buy a family car and to be able to provide that for their family. And that's their thing. And that's their material stuff. Cool. Like I
Good
support
for you.
them. I 100% support it. Yep.
And I think, Mike, for you, like we joke with you all the time about your impeccable clothing. And you know what, though?
He looks good, though.
He looks
looks
incredible. But I got to tell you, Mike, you set a bar for yourself in everything you do, in what you drive, in what you wear, in what you eat, in what you've set a standard that you are going to maintain and live at. My standard, much lower. But I have much higher standards for other things maybe than you. And it's just, none of those things are wrong.
And you know what it really stems down to is when I was a kid, I grew up in a heavy blue-collar family down on Montpelier Street.
Down on Montpelier.
Yeah.
But growing up, once again, I was in construction. I always had plumbing glue on my shirts, holes in my pants, and, I didn't necessarily ever pay for a mentor, but the mentors that I did have, I took notice as to how they were presenting themselves.
Sure.
And then I listened to a podcast over the couple years, and they talked about wearing a costume. And for me, this is a costume. This is how I want to portray myself to others that I want to do business with. I'm still that same guy that could swing a hammer and wear a tool belt and wear, holes and dirty clothes. But for me, this is my costume. This is what I feel like I can present
I
myself.
guarantee you would have an Armani tool belt. Though, like,
Italian leather.
Italian leather tool belt.
So I'm at that point in my life where I'm done. No more costumes. What you see is what you get.
Good.
Like I've gotten criticized because like I will wear a hoodie out of like 6 months out of the year. Probably in the next couple of weeks, if it starts getting warm, I'll wear a button up. I'll wear a polo or something like that. But if not, then I'm probably going to be in a t-shirt, and that will be my uniform
Would
attire.
you say this is your costume now, though? Because for 17 years, you had a uniform.
Yeah, I did. I this is not a costume for me. This is genuinely how I am. I am comfortable, and I feel very comfortable in my skin. But I do know there are times when we go out, I'll throw a sports coat on. And if I'm on stage,
you look fantastic when you do it.
When I'm on stage speaking somewhere, if I'm going to an event, to a fundraiser, I'll throw a sports coat on. But that's, for me, that is kind of the costume for me at that point, because it's not even a costume so much. It's something that I know I need to do because it's the environment that I'm going to, where if I went there in a hoodie, the people that I'm meeting with, the people that I'm talking to, the expectations are that I'm going to come to the table with a hoodie personality, and that's not what I want to put out there. Yep.
That's 100% the reason for this.
Well, I think if I could take the end of the show here to say something, as Americans, we definitely have a absolute ability in this country with our liberty, like Alex said, to do anything you want to do with your life. And I can honestly tell you, I've been entertaining people my whole life. It's a joy that I can't explain to bring smiles to people's faces. I know how hard life is, which means I know how valuable what I do is for others. I don't take it for granted. I'm not arrogant about it. These gentlemen are not arrogant about what they've created and what they're doing. And it brings them joy, that there is nothing better than working hard, helping others, and at the end of the day, feeling joy for both. So try to put a little more joy in your life. Try to find a little more joy in your life. And take it from me, at 53 years old, I found joy in my work. And I found rewards in my work. And I want to thank Alex Van Brooklyn and Michael Soper for giving me this opportunity. For our first episode, we are going to sit down with a very funny and an incredibly gifted, talented entrepreneur, Rebecca Rivera. You don't want to miss that.
Are you ready? We are here to talk about real estate, finance, entrepreneurship, motivation, investments, marketing, and health and wellness. All things needed for life, liberty, and the pursuit of stuff.